So just before we wrap and run through our top five and our six man, we left Scottie Pippen, Charles Barkley, Vince Carter, and Dwayne Wade on the table, right? I'm just making sure. Like none of this pick.
Wow. All right, man. Executive, I got. He's on my list. I thought somebody else took him.
Seventh man.
What up, what up? Welcome back to the Sneaker History Podcast. My name's Nick Ingvall. Got a full house tonight. Robbie, Mike, Rowett. It's already on one, as they say. So we are about to get into my starting five, NBA 75th Anniversary Edition. We don't know the 75 quite yet, but we can make a pretty solid guess at who they might be.
Educated guesses.
Kwame Brown will not be on the list, so you can't pick him. But
he's number one.
Slava Medvedenko.
All Lakers. Smush Parker. We can go.
Smush, yeah.
Trash Lakers player all day.
So
Greg Oden.
Basically what we wanted to do is I totally lost my train of thought. You know what's crazy?
I've got it. What we're trying to do is we're trying to draft signature lines of players we think will be on the top 75 list. Is that fair?
That's fair. But you know what's crazy? To think that Mike Conley played college ball with Greg Oden.
Right?
Oh, I think it's crazy. Greg Oden survived World Wars I and II, to be perfectly honest.
Anyway, rules are just like a fantasy draft. You pick your player, you get his entire NBA career history sneakers. That's a whole lot of shoes coming with each pick, but it's also the good and bad of picking one player.
There's going to be overlap. Like there's going to be players who maybe wore the same shoe. Not everybody has a signature line, for example, but it's going to be unique nonetheless.
Very true. And Rowett already ran the numbers, so we know the order.
We do know the order. It goes Rowett 1, Robbie 2, Nick 3, and Mike 4 and 5 with the back-to-back picks.
All right. Let's get into it.
Let's do it.
Let's go.
So I'm going to do my best Charles Barkley impression, and I'm going to zag when everybody thinks I'm going to zig. And with the first overall pick in the 75th list overall, yada, 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 Kobe Bryant, number 1 overall pick.
What do you? So you get Adidas Kobe and you get Nike Kobe, and really,
yes. Absolutely.
So from a perspective of that,
probably the right choice.
Not a bad pick.
Yeah.
I'm going
solid pick
with the heavy hitter. I think everybody
should be picking.
Should go with one Michael Jeffrey Jordan. If it was going just off talent, I'd probably pick LeBron. But them damn Jordan shoes, man, we wouldn't have a sneaker culture without them. So you have to go with MJ.
You know what? I think Spike Lee and Spike Jones really appreciate that pick, Robbie. So thank you.
Both of them.
Spike Jones.
All right. Well, I guess, I mean, this one's probably no surprise to anybody, but I got to go with Allen Iverson.
Good pick. What's the one shoe that does it for you? The question that sets it over the top?
Yeah. I mean,
of course.
All of them. Just give me all of them.
All of them.
If I could get the off-court shoes Iverson wore, then I'd get a bunch of Jordans and Air Force Ones too. So, you know.
Oh, yeah. Concord. Yeah, you'd be fine.
You guys are killing me in the beginning already.
Michael, I think you've got the next pick, and you seem to be the most heartbroken.
Yeah, whatever. So, first pick, I'm actually going with LeBron James. That was not my number one, but, you know, still in the top 5, I guess. So, LeBron's number 1.
Oh, no, you got LeBron.
Look here, shut up. All right.
Still a pretty darn good, still a pretty good pick.
Yeah.
It is, but you guys
that's
literally.
Worth it just for the Zoom soldiers.
Fair. But there were some other ones I wanted ahead of that. It is what it is.
Hey, you get the white cement threes.
So, fair, okay.
You get tons. Right. You get lots of good stuff.
All right,
with LeBron.
I feel better now. Okay, thank you for.
You get all the Air Maxes. He has so many good Air Max PEs and stuff. You're set.
All right.
I've been built back up too.
Yeah.
Oh well, I'll give that back. Okay, all right. So number 2, I'm gonna go with Penny Hardaway.
Ooh,
good pick.
Good pick.
Reginald.
His grandmama called him Penny because his mama called him Anthony. That's a solid pick, Mike.
Anthony.
Oh, right, man. So Nick. All right. I'm My next pick, I'm gonna go with Mitch Richmond. Get some solid Nike basketball, some solid Jordan PEs, Kings colors.
Mitchy Mitch.
The Ergo LWP, the Lambaste, the Air Up,
Yeah.
Jordan 9 PEs. Yeah.
I love it when you
Lots
speak
of good
French.
stuff.
Robbie, I think you're up next.
I'm going to go with one. I'm happy no one else took him. Probably one of my favorite lines ever. One Tracy McGrady. That T-Mac line is forever important to me. Adidas basketball, T-Mac is my childhood. I can do a lot of amazing things in 35 seconds too. So it's really, we got a lot in common.
So, tangent. I saw the meme where it was pick one, James Harden, Dwayne Wade, T-Mac. I think we're all of the T-Mac era, but I could be wrong.
I was pick D-Wade over T-Mac, but shoes, I would not pick D-Wade shoes over T-Mac shoes. And T-Mac size.
Now, yeah. T-Mac, I mean, the mismatched threes, that alone should deserve a spot in somebody's starting five.
There's so many. Yeah.
So I was just going to say, I've got the next two picks, and you know what? Because if we're looking at this from a logical basketball starting five component, I'll draft my Twin Towers. So give me Tim Duncan and Kevin Garnett back to back. Just because then I got a plethora of not only Nike, but Adidas, and there's some out there shoes, and I get some fire commercials as well.
Some great, those Adidas days with both of them and T-Mac, Chauncey Billups. That was a beautiful, beautiful time. I'm going to go with diesel-powered Shaquille O'Neal. Who else has a shoe that is both 1 year an RC car and another year a cell phone? So you got to go with Shaq Diesel. On a serious note, the Reeboks are fire. They're timeless. And Shaq's the biggest, strongest, most powerful man in the history of the NBA.
I like it.
Good pick.
All right.
All right. Damn, this is tough. You guys took a couple off the board that I thought would still be around. I'm going to go
Chris.
Yeah. I think I got to go Chris Webber.
There's a lot of good Chris Webber shoes. There really are.
There are a lot of good Chris Webber shoes. Nike Air
Go straight to
Unlimited,
Dadas.
the Dadas, the spinners.
Shout out to Spree.
He'll for sure be in that.
All right. So my third pick, I'm going to keep it in the realm of Chris's, and I'm going to go Chris Paul with all of his.
Ooh, he was on my list.
His Jordan PEs.
And his own line, like 18 deep.
And his own line. Yeah, they just kind of fell. I feel like they fell off. No one can you even buy his shoes anymore. Like I haven't even seen one of his shoes of this latest model in the store anywhere. Then number 4, I am going to have to go. I'm gonna go Ray Allen. Ray Allen's gonna be my 4th.
Good pick. That was one.
Underrated pick.
Yep. All right, my 4th pick. I am going to go kind of in the same vein as the last 2 picks and go with Carmelo Anthony.
Ooh,
Good one.
Very nice.
man. I am deeply surprised this individual is still on here. Give me one Silk, a.k.a. Kevin Durant.
Easy money sniper. I was hoping to get him with one of my 2 picks. Good pick, Robbie.
My team's good. My team hurts.
Your team is pretty solid. I'm not going to lie. I'm jealous. So I'll go off the beaten path a little. And with my 4th overall pick, I'll go Steve Nash.
Stevie Nicks. Just
okay.
kidding.
He's on my list. Good pick.
Yep. I get to do my annual Airjet Flight Max. Please retro it, Nike. Please. I beg of you. And then I'll make this pick. I don't think he's going to be top 50 or top 75, but I still think he has fire shoes. So give me the problematic half of the Brooklyn Nets, and I'll go Kyrie.
Beautiful. It definitely is the problem child. But man, I'm happy. I'm surprised nobody took this individual. I'm super shocked. He is now the coach of the Dallas Mavericks. Jason Kidd, man. Zoom Flight 95s, Zoom Flight 5s. Give me all those eye bugs, man. Bug eyes. I love all those shoes. Never owned a pair, but I've held many when I worked at Foot Locker. I never pulled the trigger. They're not good for my foot, but I love looking at them. It's a good looking shoe. And I need somebody to pass T-Mac and KD the ball and MJ. So
It is a good pick. Oof.
There's so many good. I can give hints all day. There's so
There's
many
so
good
many
ones.
good
I
ones,
could
man.
too, and I don't want to give away some of my 6 men candidates either. So you're on your own angle.
I think I got to go. I mean,
You get Rasheed Wallace. You can take Rasheed. Get all the. Air
I
Force
think I just got to go in honor of good old Gregatron. I got to go with David Robinson, the Command Forces.
That's a great
pumps,
pick.
the Air Force
There you go.
Fives, like just some crazy stuff, and a
And
little
you
bit of
round out-
diversity to my collection here.
Man, probably a top 10 center and top 10 clunky shoe collection ever. Great shoes from David
Nice.
Robinson.
That's nice.
2 strongs. The 2 strong alone.
Yeah,
And it's like fire. Sleeper.
All right. So I don't know if this one's going to make the top 75. Maybe too early, but I think at some point in his life he will make this list. And I need a big man, but I need an agile big man. So I'm going to go with Anthony Davis. So I get all of
hell
the
yeah, he's in there.
composites and then all of the Kobe PEs. So
That's a great
cool.
pick, Mike. He's for sure going to be top 75. The Olympics champion, all that yada yada. But you get so many. You get every good Kobe that nobody else on earth has the past couple years.
And not even DeMar DeRozan,
Yeah,
right?
Not even DeMar DeRozan.
not even to
But before we started recording, I'm like, no picking fucking DeMar DeRozan. I like DeMar DeRozan, but he's not top 75, and nothing against him. He's a great player, great individual.
if you're listening, DeMar.
Yeah,
he
if
does
you,
have
ever, if you
respect.
ever hear my
Just
voice,
not top
DeMar,
75 player respect.
big fan first and foremost. Second of all, I don't think you have top 75, but top 100, yeah, for sure, top 100. Give me 25
he's still
more
got some
spots.
time left though, too. Maybe
No.
he shows out. I don't know.
I think the 100-year
Give him a
list,
ring.
there'll be room.
All right, Rowett.
So is it time for
the
6 men?
bench.
Man,
So once again, I'll go off of speculation. I think if this player had a healthy career, he would have been an easily pickup for not only the top 75 but the top 50. I'm going to go Grant Hill.
Good choice.
great pick.
That's a very good pick. I'm going to go with the future Laker Raptor recipient, Pau Gasol, because I get every good hyper dunk in both Lakers and Spain colors from 2008 to now, and I get really funky, weird. He was drafted in 2001, so you get all that weird, fun, Air Max stuff and yeah.
The Air
Yeah, there's
Paellas.
some weird ass shoes in there, but weird good ones, weird shocks. There's some good stuff there for Pau, for a 6-man.
All right. I think I'm going to go a little bit. Potentially, I don't know if he makes the 75, but I'm going to go with Gary Payton.
Oh, he's for sure in top. He's
Dang
for
it.
sure in
He was
top.
on my list, man.
I think he was in top
I don't
50.
know, man.
I thought he was part of the top 50. Let me look that up.
Gary, the damn glove, man.
I don't know if he's aged, if his career has aged as well as we might think of him.
I loved the NBA 75 commercial that came out, I think, last week, and I thought Gary Payton, once again, as
him.
Gary Payton is prone to do, stole the show.
So I got to stop you. He is a champion. 2006.
Yep.
Miami
Yeah,
Heat.
9-time All
Oh,
Star.
he was on that team?
Yep.
Yeah,
He was. He was
Oh.
Jason Williams' backup.
9-time
Did not
All
realize that.
NBA defensive first team. So an entire decade almost of being All NBA, and he has a championship ring, and he's almost a 10-time All Star. He's for sure. No, if he's in there, we had a Rudy Gobert conversation about his dominance the last decade on defense. Jokes aside, very good.
Can't.
But if he's on there and Gary Payton is not, mutiny. But I think Gary Payton's safely on that list.
All right.
I agree with Robbie, and I think that era of, let's say, from 90 to 99, I'm surprised we didn't pick more players from that era, because there's still a lot of heat on the board for you, Mike.
Yeah, no, there's a lot. And, I think my player is going to make the list because of USA basketball accomplishments and MVP accomplishments, but no championships as of yet. But I got to go one of my favorite players of all time, Derrick Rose.
Oh, hell yeah, he's in there. Youngest MVP of all time.
He's an interesting one. I'm really interested to see if he makes that list, and then if also he makes the Hall of Fame, because to your point, he's the youngest MVP ever. But it's one of those things where, I don't know, maybe if he gets like 3 6-men in a row and reinvents himself as like a Manu Ginobili type off the bench.
I think real ones know. Anybody who's hooped, and I'm not one of those elite. anybody who's hooped, anybody who has like a vote and has had eyes knows that if fucking Tom Thibodeau didn't grind his knees into the ground, Derrick Rose would still be an elite level player now. And it's true, just like if your eyes were present, you still feel Derrick Rose. Like the things he did was unbelievable. Like unbelievable.
Mm-hmm.
Before there was Russ, there was Derrick Rose.
Yeah.
There'll never be another Derrick Rose ever.
So just before
He still is.
we wrap and run through our top 5 and our 6 man, we left Scottie Pippen, Charles Barkley, Vince Carter, and Dwayne Wade on the table, right? I'm just
They were on
making
the
sure.
paper.
Like
They
none of
didn't
us
quite
picked.
make the-
Wow, fuck. All right, man. Executive, I gotta take Powell. I gotta put Vince. I meant to put Vince. He's on my list. I thought somebody else took him.
Seventh man.
No,
Seventh man.
Powell's leaving. I gotta put Vince on there. Half man, half amazing. I got to.
If we're doing that, Kyrie, go. Pippen, you're on. I need a defensive stopper.
And the other last minute,
Nah, my list is cool. I'm good with mine.
no, he's on my list. Said Vince Carter next to T Mac, and I forgot.
All right. So what was your final 6, Rohit?
So I picked Kobe, KG, Timmy D, Steve Nash, and now Scottie Pippen with Grant Hill coming off the bench.
Yes, I have Jason Kidd, Michael Jordan, Tracy McGrady, Shaquille O'Neal, Kevin Durant, and Vince Carter.
All right. I had Allen Iverson, Mitch Richmond, Chris Webber, Carmelo Anthony, David Robinson, and Gary Payton coming off the bench.
Good ass team.
Yeah, that's good, man. All right, so I got LeBron James, Penny Hardaway, Chris Paul, Ray Allen, and Anthony Davis as my 5, and number 6 was Derrick Rose.
Right on. I feel pretty good about all of those teams. Those squads are like, if you only had shoes from those players the rest of your lives, you'd have a pretty nice
I'll be
sneaker
set.
rotation. And pretty damn good basketball team too.
I have to say, Nick, you might be the sleeper. You have a lot of defensive stoppers, and if if the game plans give it to Melo and everybody else just plays defense, man, I'm not mad at that.
Yeah,
Dude, I'm gonna simulate these
I'm
games
happy
on
with my
2K
picks.
now.
Yeah.
Oh,
If we get any sort of audience engagement, this should be the episode because I really want to know what people think about these lineups, the shoes, and please support us as you guys are prone to do.
Yeah, absolutely. Leave a comment on this one if you're watching on YouTube. We would love to hear. The thing is, like, we have 24 plus a handful more. Let's say 30 total. There's probably another obvious 30 that should be on the list that we just don't have, right?
Yeah.
So it's going to be great to see what people say. So if you are watching on YouTube, please leave us a comment. Let us know what you think, what your starting 5 and a 6-man would be. And if you're listening to this episode, maybe head over to YouTube and hit that subscribe button because we are uploading these onto YouTube. And honestly, they're pretty fun to create. So hopefully you enjoy watching them as well. But thanks everybody for supporting us. If you haven't already, join the Patreon/Discord. Links will be in the description wherever you're taking this in. And we'll catch you on the next episode. Peace.
later.
See ya.